As a result of an investigation conducted by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, multiple law enforcement officers across the Delta region of Mississippi have been arrested and charged with drug conspiracy, drug distribution, and aiding and abetting the distribution of drugs. Welcome back, Patriots, to the Guns and Gadgets channel, your premier source for bold, no-compromise Second Amendment news, analysis, and commentary. I'm your host, Jared, and today we're heading into the heart of the Mississippi Delta, where a shocking law enforcement corruption and drug trafficking scandal has rocked the badge and threatens the rule of law. Stay tuned, because this story ties straight into our work defending liberty, exposing corruption, and empowering grassroots patriots. If you're new here, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell notification, and join the free network of American gun owners dedicated to the truth and the Constitution here on Guns and Gadgets. Let's dive in. But first, big news from attorneys on retainer. Two huge announcements, actually. Number one, on January 1st of 2026, their membership prices are going up. But here's what you need to know. If you were a member on or before April 1st of 2025 and haven't upgraded to the new AOR program yet, you can lock in your current pricing through 2030 for free. When you upgrade, you'll get expanded benefits like the $100,000 in civil liability coverage, $15,000 towards red flag defense, expungement support, and online self-defense training, just to name a few. If you've already upgraded or joined on or after April 1st, no worries, you're all set. But if not, take care of it now. You're running out of time, and make sure that your membership stays active so that you don't miss out on any of the new benefits. Go to the QR code I created for you here on the screen. It'll bring you to the section of the website where you can upgrade. Very easy, or you can call 866-404-5112. Both will be pinned in the description and the pinned comment as well for you. If you're not a member yet, join today and use my code G&G for $50 off your one-time individual sign-up fee, or $25 off your family plan sign-up fee through the end of the year, December 31st, 2025. Yeah, so you can lock in your rates till 2030. Number two, AOR just launched the 4 attorneys benefit. This is huge. If you are an AOR member and you go to trial on a felony case, you will have 4 lawyers in the courtroom fighting for you and your freedom. 3 lawyers will specialize in self-defense, as they will be from Attorneys for Freedom. The 4th lawyer will be your choice from your own community. If you don't know a lawyer, then Attorneys for Freedom will hand select the best 4th attorney for you for your case. Attorneys on retainer. They're ready to fight for your rights when others won't. And now you'll have a team of all-stars fighting for you in the courtroom. That is absolutely huge. All right, let's get back to this. Links are down below. Thank you to AOR for sponsoring the channel. According to a press release from the United States Department of Justice, 20 individuals were arrested on October 30th, 2025 in the Northern District of Mississippi for alleged participation in a drug trafficking conspiracy in the Delta region. The breakdown: 20 Mississippi and Tennessee individuals charged with drug distribution. Among them, 19 charged with firearms counts, which were carrying firearms in relation to drug trafficking. And here's the bigger shock. 14 of the defendants are current or former law enforcement officers from the Delta region. Yeah, you heard that right. Sheriffs, deputies, patrol officers, all indicted. Now, names and agencies include Wendell Johnson from Bolivar County Sheriff's Office, charged with drug distribution. Decarian Smith, Humphreys County Sheriff's Office and Iola PD, charged with drug distribution. Brandon Addison from Humphreys County Sheriff's Office and Hollandale PD, charged with drug distribution. Truron Grayson from Humphreys County Sheriff's Office, charged with drug distribution. Montavis Moore from Greenville Police Department, charged with drug distribution. Jamario Sanford from Greenwood Police Department, charged with drug distribution. Chaka Gaines from Greenville Police Department, charged with drug distribution. Javery Howard from Metcalf Police Department, Hollandale Police, also charged with drug distribution. Marcus Nolan, Mississippi Department of Corrections, charged with drug distribution. Marcavius Bankhead, Mississippi Highway Patrol, charged with drug distribution. Dexter Franklin, Washington County Sheriff's Office, charged with drug distribution. Sean Williams from Yazoo City Police Department and Mississippi Department of Corrections, charged with drug distribution. Some co-conspirators: Torrio Chaz Wiseman, charged with drug distribution. Derek Wallace, also drug distribution. And Asan Roach, drug distribution as well. Jeremy Salas, same, drug distribution. Pierre Lakes, drug distribution. And some sheriffs and a chief deputy. The Washington County Sheriff, Milton Gaston, charged with drug distribution. Humphreys County Sheriff, Bruce Williams, also drug distribution. The Sunflower County Chief Deputy, Marvin Flowers, charged with drug distribution. You know, when you think about that, law enforcement, sworn to uphold public trust, allegedly flipping side to facilitate the flow of drugs and firearms. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than that. That is betrayal of the highest order. Now, Patriots, why are we covering this on Guns and Gadgets? Because this is not just about drugs and arrests. This is about corruption, power, and what happens when the guardians of liberty become the facilitators of crime. For gun owners, this matters because firearms crimes are entwined in this case, and you have officers charged with carrying firearms related to drug trafficking. That will trigger federal statutes, prosecutions, and heavier sentencing more than likely than not. Now, corruption in law enforcement undermines trust in institutions and jeopardizes constitutional rights, especially when agencies tasked with protecting the Second Amendment get compromised. It's a cautionary tale. The same systems that we rely on to defend our liberties can fracture if integrity is absent. We must stay vigilant, support those who support us, and call out corruption at all times. As stated by Clay Joyner, who's the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Mississippi, public corruption is a crime against the entire community. Mississippi deserves better. The American people deserve better. And from our friend here on the channel, Andrew Bailey, who's now the co-deputy director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, he said, "This operation and these indictments are a success, but they point to a troubling reality. We're talking about 14 former or current law enforcement officers, 6 co-conspirators who are alleged to have sold out the public, promoted crimes they should have been investigating, and stopped. And instead of working to stem the flow of dangerous controlled substances, the evidence will show they took bribes to facilitate the distribution of controlled substances. They betrayed the trust the public placed in them, disgraced the badge, undermined the hard work of good law enforcement officers across the state and across this region." Now, this is exactly why the bedrock of our republic depends on honesty, accountability, integrity, and the citizen watchfulness like patriots like you guys and gals out there bring. Now, let's go deeper into the timeline and mechanics of this conspiracy here. According to the indictment, the arrests occurred throughout the Northern District of Mississippi and Shelby County, Tennessee. That's Memphis. That's Memphis for those who don't speak Tennessee. Now, the roles alleged here: law enforcement officers and co-conspirators agreed to provide safe passage for drugs or drug money through the Delta region, accepting bribes in return. Now, as the FBI points out, an indictment is merely an allegation, and all defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty. The investigation was year-long, and the arrests were coordinated in early morning raids across multiple jurisdictions, and the Marshal Service helped out with that. Now, for gun owners watching, the fact that firearms charges accompanying drug conspiracy charges here, that means that federal sentencing enhancements will apply. And the presence of firearms in drug cases tends to elevate risk, time frame, and penalties significantly. And remember, they'll jam you up in a heartbeat if it was you, so they should use it against law enforcement if they're doing it as well. Patriots, the wider implications go beyond just Mississippi here. When law enforcement becomes part of the problem, it shakes the foundation of the justice system. For those of us dedicated to preserving the constitutional right to keep bear arms, this matters in multiple dimensions. Number one is credibility of protection. Like, we entrust law enforcement in this country to protect our rights. And if they are compromised, the protection obviously weakens. Number two, firearms enforcement. Like many gun laws and enforcement policies depend on law enforcement's integrity. Yes, none of the anti-gun laws would be enforced if police were constitutional. So I'll say that, right? And when officers break the laws they enforce, it erodes public confidence and can lead to heavy-handed tactics or overregulation. Then corruption is a threat to liberty. Like the Founding Fathers warned about tyranny of corruption as much as the tyranny of overt government force. When operators of the law take bribes, that's tyranny of a different sort. This case in the Delta region of Mississippi is a vivid example that multiple law enforcement officers indicted for facilitating the flow of drugs and firearms instead of stopping it. And that's not just malfeasance, it's plainly an assault on the very rule under which we expect justice. From the DOJ's press release, this case will be prosecuted by Assistant U.S. Attorney Robert J. Mims. All right, guys and gals, there you have it. A sweeping law enforcement corruption and drug trafficking scandal in the Mississippi Delta that hits the very core of the mission: defending liberty, defending arms, and defending a just system. If you found this type of breakdown valuable, do me a favor and drop a like, a share of the video, and let me know in the comments down below what you think about this. I mean, law enforcement corruption is nothing new, but this one is kind of shocking when you drill down into it. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Ring the bell notification to stay up to date on all things in the Second Amendment world, or Supreme Court updates, or legislative alerts, and much more. That's what we cover here on Guns and Gadgets every single day. Until next time, stay safe, stay vigilant, stay armed, and stay free. I love y'all. God bless you. See you on the next one. Take care.